Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
everybody. Welcome in
Welcome in, everybody.
to this Tuesday night. How is everybody doing? It's great to see everybody in the chat as usual. It's Tuesday night again, and I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. We really had an interesting one, which I'll tell you about in just a few minutes. We thought tonight that we would go over. A lot of people are planning trips right now, and so we thought tonight that we would share with you current ride closings, things to be aware of in the parks and the water parks at Walt Disney World, so that as you plan your trip, you'll kind of know what to expect for closures and that sort of thing. So we're going to talk about some of that. We're also going to look at the latest Spider-Man movie trailer. I'm really excited about this movie. I probably am most excited about this movie, even more so than Avengers Doomsday, although I'm really looking forward to both of them. But we're going to take a look at that, and William, I know you're planning on going to see it. I'm going to go see it as soon as I can. It comes out officially this Friday, so we're going to take a look at that and see what we
With,
think.
of course, the previews on Thursday as well,
Yes.
which is when we're set up to see it. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So we're
My chair has a certain point at which, if you lean back a little too far, it'll
get you.
it'll get you. So.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Mandy says, I like Magic Kingdom better at night. During the summer, it's much cooler at night. That's true, Mandy. But I like, nighttime in the parks, any of the parks, Disneyland, or any of the Magic Kingdom parks, nighttime is my favorite. I just love it. I love the parks at night. Dean, welcome in. Good to see you as always. Bryce.
Hey, welcome in, Bryce.
Okay. Welcome in, Bryce. Do you guys plan on seeing Brand New Day the same day or day after, so it's not crowded?
Yeah.
William?
Well, yeah. So Jillian and I are planning on seeing it on Thursday, the day before it officially comes out. Hey, welcome in, Jumbo, Kadani, Sean. So we are planning on seeing it on Thursday. Jillian, hold on a second. Sorry.
Will you be seeing it, Bryce? I will probably see it on Friday. But there are always a few showings. It officially opens on Friday, but there are always a few showings on Thursday. So I will wait. I'm gonna keep my grandsons while William and Jillian go see it on Thursday. When are you gonna go see it? Are you a big Spider-Man fan? But welcome in, Sean. Are you excited about Spider-Man Brand New Day opening on? It's opening on the 30th. So we're looking forward to that. Let's see. And I didn't write about that. Let me look. Make sure. It's Friday. So what is Friday? Yeah, the 31st is the 31st. So it officially releases in theaters Spider-Man Brand New Day on Friday. This month, golly, this July has slipped up on us. So Sean, you're gonna Jumbo, Sean. So Sean's gonna wait until it's streaming. A lot of people will do that.
Yeah. Sorry, Jillian's very excited about this movie, and she was trying to come and tell me some theories that she just thought of, which I guess I'll share with the rest of you later on as we discuss a trailer later in the show. But yeah, it's we're planning on seeing it on Thursday. Jillian wanted to go at like noon, and I was like, I have work. I'm not taking a hunk off of work to go watch Spider-Man. Like, I'm very excited to see it, but I'm not taking the day off from work to go watch Spider-Man.
No, you're going to wait until Avengers Doomsday to do that.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Tina.
Yeah, so very, very excited for Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man, here's the thing.
Welcome in, Tina.
And it's direct. There's a direct quote in the trailer. The hero's journey is never easy. Otherwise, what would make him, heroic? But hold on a second. Let me Google. There we go. Trying to find the.
You're looking for the quote?
Yeah.
Exact quote
from the trailer. Here it is. And so from the trailer, there's a quote that says, "And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart."
Yeah. That's a heartbreaking quote.
Yeah. And so, it's funny. Jillian said, like, what else can they do to him? Nobody remembers who he is. Like, Aunt May's gone. He has no support system at all.
Yeah.
It's just him. And so we'll discuss theories later in the show related to what may happen in this movie.
I look forward to it. Yeah.
But I'm very excited for it. Obviously, Jillian's very excited for it because she came and interrupted me on the stream to tell me.
So is Jillian as excited about Doomsday? Avengers Doomsday?
Probably not. No. I think she's interested, but she's kind of been, like a lot of folks, less dialed in on the basically everything since Endgame. We enjoyed Loki. Right. There are certain things we have enjoyed post Endgame. We just watched Spider-Man No Way Home a couple nights ago. Hey, Tina. And so let's see. Sorry, I was checking the chat. So, that's fresh on the mind. I love Spider-Man No Way Home. I love that they brought in both the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And it was just done so well. And I've already seen a little bit of chatter about this new movie. So I'm intrigued about the story. There's a whole lot going on. And the last time there was a little too much going on was Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire.
That's
where
true.
They tried to do too much. And it was that movie, it was that specific movie that made me skeptical about the first Avengers movie. Because I said, like, how do you have this many heroes in one movie and give them enough screen time to have you care about them? Right. And so those are my concerns. I said, they just did Spider-Man 3 where they had, they had the whole Venom thing going on, Sandman, Hobgoblin. Welcome in, Dave. And so, I just wondered, I was like, I said, how, going from Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire to Avengers, how are they going to pull this off? And they did. They pulled it off incredibly well.
Yeah. And with, I might add, my favorite superhero movie, period, is Avengers, the original. Welcome in.
So anyway, that's been my concern because there's a lot of chatter about this new Spider-Man movie. We're getting the Hulk, we're getting the Punisher. There's chatter. There's a lot of chatter out there about maybe Venom, maybe Jean Grey as well. Yep. Tombstone, Scorpion. Like that is a lot of balls to juggle for this movie. And how many characters did I just name off? So Spider-Man, all the characters that could potentially be in this movie that there's been stuff floating around about Spider-Man, Tombstone, Scorpion, Hulk, Punisher, maybe Jean Grey, and did I miss any? Oh, Venom was the other one. Maybe Venom. So that's 7 different characters that could potentially have some sort of, not all of those are confirmed per se. The Venom and the Jean Grey are the ones, but that's still 5.
We're kind of guessing because we don't know. We don't know what Sadie Sink's character is gonna be. So a lot of people are speculating that it could be Jean Grey. Should we table this and wait until
we'll hold off. Yeah, we'll jump off the Spider-Man hype and then come back around to it later.
We'll come
But
to it.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll go ahead quickly and cover the parks, and then we'll get into this because I do have a lot to say, and I'm interested to know. Jillian, your theories and what do you guys think? I mean, Kevin, you in the chat. What do y'all think about Sadie Sink's character? Who do you think she may end up being? It would be really exciting to me if she ends up being Jean Grey. I think that would be really, really cool. That's everybody's best bet at this point. But let's table that for just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead quickly do this day in Disney history, guys, and then we will get into Disney summer and what that's looking like, crowd levels, that kind of thing. If you're planning a trip. And I know a lot of people are planning a trip. I'm not currently planning a trip. Jillian has one coming up later on, a few months from now. But it is interesting to see. It's always interesting to me to see crowd levels and speculate wildly about as they go up and down. So we're going to do that. But let's go ahead, guys, and do this day in Disney history really quickly. And then after that, we're going to jump into, we're going to play the latest, and we may play a couple. I don't know how many you've got queued up there, William, but yeah.
Let's have one queued up. Dave just mentioned, OMG, I went into the Hallmark store this PM or evening and saw the Disney Pirates ornaments. They look and sound great. We actually talked about those last week on the stream.
I was afraid of that, Dave.
The price point is what's a deterrent for us currently. It's a little rich for our blood.
Oh, well, and that's, we did talk about that like last week, but you were here last week, weren't you, Dave? If I was going to buy any of those sets, it would have been the Haunted Mansion or the Star Trek. The Star Trek was also fantastic. And anyway, we talked about that last week, but I was sure that go ahead and tell us how great those ornaments are. Appreciate that. Oh my God. Let me jump into this day in Disney history right quick, y'all. 1951, on this day, Walt Disney's 13th animated film, Alice in Wonderland, is released in U.S. theaters by RKO Radio Pictures 2 days after its London premiere. Based on the Alice books by Lewis Carroll, a restless young British girl named Alice, voiced by Catherine Beaumont, falls down a rabbit hole and enters a magical world. Beaumont will later narrate the Alice attraction at Disneyland. Alice features the animation of all of Walt's 9 Old Men and some very classic songs. So Alice in Wonderland for all of you Alice in Wonderland fans. In 1989, on this day, Touchstone Pictures releases the comedy Turner and Hooch, starring Tom Hanks, the future voice of Toy Story's Sheriff Woody. Detective Scott Turner, played by Hanks, is an uptight, by-the-book police officer who hopes to leave his sleepy California town and work in the big city. When his friend Amos Reed, played by John McIntyre, the proprietor of a junkyard, is killed, Turner reluctantly inherits the man's dog, Hooch, played by a canine named Beasley, realizing that the dog may be able to help him solve the murder case. And that's a fun one. Turner and Hooch is, that's one that I'll enjoy watching, over and over. It's just a classic, great movie to watch. And then finally, 1998, on this day, Disney's first cruise ship. We have talked a lot about cruising recently. Disney's first cruise ship, the Magic, is christened by Patricia Disney, Roy E. Disney's wife, in Florida. Built by Italian shipbuilder Fincantieri, the Disney Magic can hold approximately 2,400 passengers. It boasts 10 expansive decks, a total length of 964 feet, a maximum width of 106 feet, an astonishing gross tonnage of 83,000. Patty Disney christens the ship by remote control, flicking a switch that sends a 3-foot-tall bottle of champagne crashing into the ship's hull. The magic then sets sail with a star-studded manifest that includes Star Wars director George Lucas, San Antonio Spurs center David Robinson, and country singer Travis Tritt on a 2-day trip to Disney's private island in the Bahamas, the ship's last test run. It will then embark on its official maiden voyage 2 days later. So, the magic. We love that ship. It's a classic, classic ship still in the fleet, and still, people's favorite, one of people's favorites, even though it's the first and one of the older ships in the fleet now. They have grown up. They have bigger, more updated ships, but people still love magic. So, William, Disney summer crowds. Okay. When y'all were younger, when you and the boys, your brothers were younger, Dad and I, being young and tougher than we are now, would take you to Disney in August. Well,
like junior high going into high school age for me.
Yeah. And I mean, you remember going in August.
I do.
Because it was August. The first week of August is when your dad's birthday falls. And so we found out that not just Disney, but other vacations as well, a lot of people had already finished up their vacationing and were getting ready to go back to school.
Yep,
so we found many times that the parks and wherever we went were emptier, that first week of August. So we went, and it was blazing hot, but we didn't care. So, this time of year, summer at Walt Disney World is hot.
Yep.
It's hot right now. But just talking about, I looked at the crowd levels, and I know that Jillian has said she's still booking. She's a Mickey Travels travel agent. She's still, booking right and left. I have not been to Disney in August in many years.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go in August? Would you bust up in there?
I would be fine, but it's the rest of my party that would have a tough time. I could
melting.
Especially with especially having had the AP last year.
Right.
I can go and have a good time, regardless. Even if the crowds are just insane, I can go and have a good time. Right. Now, since I don't have an annual pass anymore, I don't want to go when there's a ton of people, right, because I want to cover some ground. So anyway, it
changes the game. It completely changes the look of your day and how you budget your time.
You just feel a lot less pressure. Welcome in. But you feel a lot less pressure when you have that annual pass to cram as much in as physically possible versus, knowing, hey, I've got a week, or I've got 3 or 4 park days or 5 park days or whatever. It's like, all right, this is it for me, for this week, or, for however many months, for this year, or, for the next 6 months. And so anyway, it definitely changes the game a little bit to have the AP versus not having the AP. But for sure, like if I'm planning a trip, I'm not looking to go for the most part when it's incredibly high traffic, or that this hot outside.
Right. And so, if you are planning a trip, it's one of those things. I would never say never. Okay. I let my annual pass go too, William. And so, that kind of changes my approach completely as well. But outside of a massive spike during July 4th, which is really, really, popular in the parks because the July 4th fireworks at Magic Kingdom and Epcot are so ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And you can find, many of our live streaming friends shared those if you haven't seen them. Oh my gracious. Epcot, Magic Kingdom, absolutely amazing. It's on my bucket list to go for July 4th at some point. But
Mhm.
outside of that weekend, um, after that, it's been the least busy month since late 2021. So, I mean, that's a while.
Yeah.
That's a while. And so you think, okay, yeah, it's blooming hot. But if the crowds are that low, you could still cover a lot of
Yeah.
territory, a lot of ground. So, July 2026, the standard Magic Guides crowd calendar, tracks, well, a lot of different, pieces, a lot of different entities track crowd levels and what have you. And so, July 1st through the 3rd is kind of the pre-holiday surge, and there are high crowds beginning July 1st because of families arriving for the holiday weekend. And then,
Yep.
of course, the Independence Day peak, especially this year with us celebrating America's 250th, really heavy crowds across all the major parks, including Animal Kingdom, which tends to be a little bit lower than the other parks. But Magic Kingdom and Epcot obviously drew the largest crowds on July 4th because of their exclusive holiday fireworks, which are, always amazing. So, July, we're almost to the end of July. July is shaking out to be pretty after the 4th, pretty, light month as well, which kind of surprised me. Does that surprise you, William?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I know that this summer's been a little bit hotter. Jillian said, the heat in June almost did her and her mom in. It was so hot. But yeah, I think that's turned a lot of folks away. Obviously, there's other factors at play in that there is there is a whole lot of work going on at the parks right now, which we'll discuss some of that here very shortly. But
Yeah.
It's hot. A lot of stuff's being worked on. So I think there's I kind of think that between now and I feel like now and between probably 2027-ish, we might continue to see a little bit lower numbers with a lot of people realizing, hey, they're working on a lot of stuff that should be done around that time.
Wow.
Let's hold off and go see all the new stuff
Later. Right.
Yeah.
Now we may say, and I'm guessing that you're right on that a lot of people are going to put off going until 2027, at least spring, and then maybe some people may wait into the fall of next year to wait and see if some of those some more of those rides and attractions that are currently closed open up. So and that I will have to say, Disney in years past, we're talking pre-blip, so pre-COVID, was always really good and strategic at how many things they had closed at a time, and they tried to really balance and not close too much at once.
Yeah.
And think it through to say, okay, we want to close this for refurb, and here's the best time to do it because the crowds are lower, or whatever. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. But they don't, not so much anymore. It just seems like they just willy-nilly close things without a whole lot of thought to the time. But there are, a good many things that are going to be closing. And a lot of it is refurbs. We've got, some stuff that's being reimagined. But as far as your crowds, I really think, and if it's a situation, say where you're going by yourself, or it's just, you and your husband, or, it's a girls' trip or whatever, I would bust up in there for August. I would because I honestly think this low crowds trend is gonna hold through the summer. We'll see some pickup because of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and then on into the holidays. But I think, if you can stand the heat and you can manage that heat, then I think it'd be a good time to go for his crowds. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, Jonathan. You're so sweet to pop in anyway. Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy birthday to your dad.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your dad. Oh, and speaking of birthdays, wow. I missed an important one, William. I sure did. We jumped right into talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're right.
We better jump back just a little bit.
Rewind real quick.
Yeah. And did this a very, very special birthday. I'm so sorry. That's what I get for jumping right in and not and not not looking at my own notes, y'all. Just wanted to mention that Amy, just in passing, Amy, AJC Magic TV, who is one of our fantastic ghost hosts, celebrates a birthday next week. So, Amy, we want to wish you an amazing birthday with our Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway train whistle. We love you, and we hope that you have just a fantastic day. You're so sweet, such a great friend. Y'all check out Amy, AJC Magic TV. I apologize for not doing this at the beginning because I always like to do birthdays at the beginning. But if one of our ghost hosts would drop Amy's AJC Magic TV link in the chat, that would be great. But Amy, happy birthday, happy birthday! And I'm gonna blast the train whistle. So if anybody out there is wearing earbuds, loud noise warning coming in 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Amy.
Happy birthday, Amy. Happy birthday to Jonathan's dad as well.
Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, let's see. Let me back up. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please, by all means, what Tina said with your dad, Jonathan, please tell him happy birthday from the Disney community. Such a wonderful group, I must say. Absolutely wish him a happy birthday for us. Happy birthday, Amy. I hope you have the best day. I'm looking forward to hearing what you're going to do. If you have, special plans or what. And thanks you, Tina has shared Amy's channel link there in the chat. So y'all check out Amy's channel. If you like trivia, Amy does a lot of trivia. She does trivia weekly and Disney and just all kinds of good stuff. So check it out. Let's see, Jonathan. Oh, wow, good. Happy birthday.
So where did we leave off there, Mom, on was it current wait times and park status, or?
Let's see. I think so. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. That's where we were. Sorry about
that. So mid to late July, a little bit of an unseasonal lull. Crowd levels were, I'm not sure exactly how they quantify this, but low averaged low 2.5 out of 10. With extreme summer heat, and
Mhm.
maybe people potentially shifting some
Yeah.
travel habits, kept the larger crowds away. And
Mhm.
Disney did a flash sale to incentivize immediate travel.
Mhm.
Um,
They'll do that.
yeah,
And it
yeah,
sounds
keep an eye out,
incredible.
and
Yeah.
Jillian be glad to help you book any of that. So
Yeah,
feel free to
absolutely.
reach out to her. But as far as current wait times and park status go, as of late July, uh, so we're just a few days left here in the month of July. Park guests are experiencing pretty manageable wait times. I've
Mhm.
seen, somebody had posted the other day some of the wait times, and stuff. I think the whatever it was, the top wait time is under an hour. I was like, man, that's pretty. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
some of the more
Um,
popular ones. That's great.
but anyway, obviously, you keep an eye. If you're there, it's likely that the crowds pick up a bit in the evening.
Mm,
As locals get off work and
mhm,
such, and
mhm,
those local annual pass holders come in, and there's
mhm.
other things too. Keep an eye out for closures, like for Disney's after hours events. That's definitely something to keep on your mind, especially if you don't have that annual pass and you're looking to decide which day to go to which park. Always check the park hours as you're
Oh,
kind of
definitely. Yeah.
planning out which
Yeah.
park you want to go to each day of your trip.
Yeah, most definitely.
As far as current park hours go, they still do the early entry, which spots you an extra 30 minutes. Woohoo. Um, but Magic Kingdom's currently open from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. and early entry will get you in at 8:30. Epcot's open 9 to 9, 9 a.m., 9 to p.m. Early entry at 8:30. Hollywood Studios, 9 o'clock a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Again with the early entry at 8:30. And then Disney's Animal Kingdom, which it kills me that they do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
At 8 o'clock a.m. to 6 o'clock
Yeah.
p.m. with a 7:30 early entry. 6 o'clock is a joke. It's such a joke. And it bothers me to no end
Yeah.
that they put in all that effort to make Pandora look so cool at
At night.
nighttime, and people hardly ever get to see it
And yeah.
because it doesn't get dark that early.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does absolutely look incredible. I have from 20, I guess it was 2020 when Kylie and I went. It was COVID travel. It was fantastic. I have some amazing shots. There was a full moon in Pandora, and I have some of the prettiest pictures that I've ever taken in a Disney park of Pandora all lit up with that full moon.
Yeah.
They have all of the lighting in Pandora with all the special nighttime sounds that come on that you don't get to hear during they're different sounds at night than during the day. And then, of course, the fluorescent lighting in the pavement. Pandora is completely different at night. It
Hmm.
really is. It's a totally different experience. You don't get to see it because
Yeah.
they close the park at 6. So
Right.
a lot of people have complained about that. So when you're taking those surveys, guys, or emailing guest services, punch that punch that button. You know, we want to see Pandora at night. We want to see the park open at night.
Yep.
Absolutely.
As far which, Mom, you're gonna have to help me out with some of this because some of the notes are messed up in the document that came across to me. Um, but as far as rides and attractions that are currently under refurbishment, they have a lot of pixie dust flying around right now.
Yeah.
The pardon our pixie dust signs that they put up. There's a lot of pixie dust going on right now with the Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress is closed. It was closed July 5th, I think.
Yes.
as they do a massive multi-scene reimagining and timeline shift, expected to open sometime in 2027.
Yeah.
I really don't want to talk about it, so we're just going to keep going. Walt Disney World Railroad, the Frontierland station, is closed due to construction. The train continues to run, but it strictly operates in shuttle mode. Sorry, between the Main Street and Fantasyland stations.
Circle. Yeah.
And Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair is temporarily paused for a brief routine stage maintenance. The Big Top Souvenirs, I feel like they're always closing the Big Top for some reason, is closed for ongoing exterior refurbishment. And the Rivers of America and the Liberty Bell Riverboat are permanently closed to make room for the Piston Peak Cars Land, as well as the other Beyond Big Thunder Villains Land construction. I just saw recently people are speculating that the Monsters Inc. scare floor, its days could be numbered because of them working on the Monsters Inc. land over at Hollywood Studios.
But the scare floor is or the laugh floor is so
Sorry,
popular.
Yeah,
oh goodness,
there's people speculating that that you might see that announced at D23 that they put something else there.
Tina is skeptical.
Yeah, what is it?
They used to.
Oh, yeah, right.
They used to, but I don't know.
But anyway, people are speculating that maybe the laugh floor will either move to move over there to the new Monsters Land that's under construction. And they've got the Glob Theater from the
you're welcome.
From the concept art. You're welcome, Amy.
And then that brings up the question: if they did move it, which would kind of make sense, what would they put back in that building?
Who knows?
Because let's keep in mind,
that's $1 million question.
We still have empty square footage, which is just sitting there and has been for some time. Where I guess what was last in there was Stitch's Great Escape just across the way. So I don't, I don't know what they do, but
I don't know why you would bother messing with it until either Piston Peak or Villains Land are open. In my mind, especially with the Carousel of Progress being down for the count right now, I don't, unless it's some sort of blue sky announcement, I don't think you mess with it till the carousel's closed or reopened.
Yeah. Well, now, as we pointed out earlier, that line of thinking is logical, and logic does not apply with it seems with Disney scheduling post COVID. So Alien Encounter, and then it was Stitch's Great Escape.
It's basically like a cast member break room essentially now. And I've heard, and I don't know, to what extent this could be true, but I've heard theories of if they were to put something in that space, they would have to bring the building up to code. And I've heard people say, money. But B, I've heard that it shares maybe the same building with other stuff like the anti-gravities, and it may extend all the way over to what's the dang it, I lost it. The restaurant there in Tomorrowland, Cosmic Rays. Cosmic Rays. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that, especially with the age of the building, there's probably asbestos and all that stuff. That I've heard that's, probably part of the reason,
Mm-hmm.
or at
Mm-hmm.
least that I've seen other people try to explain that
Yes,
why they haven't done it.
we could query about that with some cast member friends of ours and
Yeah.
see if there's any if there are any rumblings about that on the grapevine. But I don't know.
Yeah.
They might now. If they did, as Tina said, even with Blue Sky, don't shutter it until the rest of the park is complete.
Yeah.
Well, okay, by complete, if you're talking about Magic Kingdom, by complete, do you mean all the way to when Villains Land is complete? Because that's going to be a while, Tina. What? Oh boy. Tina says, "I'm sorry, money is no longer an excuse. What are they spending on Villains Land, and what are they spending on the Cars go-karts?"
Yeah.
Well, that's an excellent question, Tina. So I don't know.
What is it? A long time ago, we talked about it. We said, "Oh, not that money."
Your other money.
Yeah, the other money.
The other money.
And it's really funny because Jillian and I talked about it earlier tonight. There are so many people that rag on Walt Disney World today, Walt Disney World News today. There's so many people that rag on them for reporting like, hey, guess what? There's a really rusty railing. Yeah. And then also, the Slinky Dog Dash, end scene, that terrible sun fading on the sign there. So many people, get all up in arms about, all you guys do is complain, blah, 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 blah. And Jillian and I talked about it, and we said, the reason that and it's always funny because they'll post about it, and then usually within a few days, it's, they've addressed it.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because Jillian and I talk about it, and people get so mad about them reporting it. And, and we talked about it earlier tonight that it's like, hey, I did not see, I haven't seen that yet, Tina.
Duct tape. Oh,
yeah. We talked about it earlier tonight that, Walt Disney World News Today is a media site. Like they rely on clicks and views.
Yes.
But also too, with the amount of money that we're shelling out to take a Disney trip these days, yeah, we should expect them to fix things. We should expect regular maintenance.
Welcome.
Thanks. Hey, good to see you.
Yeah. Well, it's true. And the maintenance was huge on Walt's priority list.
Well, yeah. I mean, we talked about it. Jillian and I talked about it. If the parks aren't well maintained, what's the difference between them and Six Flags?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
That's true. And when we talked, we have talked about, we have also talked about the rust that's happening. Tron. It took them 5 years to build Tron, guys. Do y'all realize that? It took them 5 years to build Tron, and so by the time it actually opened, it was already old. Which is just mind blowing. But there are Tron is already starting to show agings, rust and needs repainting and that kind of thing. They did. There was a period of time there after COVID when they did kind of step up their maintenance game some. They repainted a lot. But they just I'm thinking that maintenance with the kind of heat and weather that Florida gets, that probably you could start painting at one end of Frontierland, and by the time you get to the other end of Frontierland with your painting, you're ready to start back over at the other end again. It's ongoing.
Yeah.
Right?
I just looked up the duct tape.
Oh gosh. What about the duct tape?
They've got duct
Tell
tape.
Me about the duct tape.
They've got duct tape holding together a prop like a car, they've got some duct tape holding together like the edge of the back of a car prop.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they slapped a few strips of duct tape onto the back of this car.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Something else.
I don't even know what to say about that. I may just let that go.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of thing that, well, and to me, Walt Disney World News Today, Tom Corliss over there is very forthright. He is a dyed-in-the-wool Disney fan. He is a diehard Disney fan. He loves the parks. And so much of what he points out is because he loves the parks.
Right.
It's like Disney. What are you doing with the duct tape?
Right.
Fix this, do this, do. And here's the other thing that a lot of people who say, oh, you're just being picky, or well, actually, I'm just holding Disney to a bar that Walt set over, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm holding them to Walt Disney's bar.
Yeah.
Disney set that bar. I didn't. But the company is over 100 years old. Walt Disney World will celebrate its 55th anniversary. Disneyland, guys, just celebrated its 75th anniversary. So that's a lot of history of keeping that bar really, really high. That's what separates Disney from other parks.
Yeah.
And when they drop those standards is when people like us who have been going, I've been going since I was a child. William, I've been taking you since you were a child, and now we are taking my grandchildren, your children.
Yeah.
It's when people like us look and go, wait a minute, this is not, this is not Disney standards,
Right.
So, oh, hey, Mr. Jimma. Welcome. Hello there. Sorry, guys, my ears are not cooperating tonight. At any rate, that's that. As far as Tom, and we love Walt Disney World News Today. I feel like Tom is pretty straightforward, and I honestly don't feel like he just takes pot shots to be taking pot shots.
I don't think so either.
So
he could if he wanted to, and they make it a little too easy for people to do that these days.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for popping in, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Well, and part of that problem, is y'all check out ATJH Travels, by the way. Thank you so much for popping in, y'all.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
Part of that is what Tina's saying here, that they are resting far too comfortably on their laurels, but on their rear ends, laurels. But so much of that is because of, with social media, they can't move a trash can, guys, without somebody noticing. It's just part and parcel anymore.
Yeah.
You cannot like it. You can gripe about it. It's just how it is.
Yep.
It's just how it is. If they change trash cans, if they move a trash can, if they change a manhole cover, somebody is going to report on it. There are reporters from different influencers. WDWNT is one of many, many influencers. Yep. Our friends walk in and notice things change. Our YouTube friends walk into the parks and notice, oh, this is different, or that's been moved, or this is not there anymore. It's just how it is.
Right.
So that is something that they just have to deal with, because those are the times.
Right.
Yeah. So anywho, let's see, where were we, William?
Sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna need some help here in a second, but all I have left as far as notes go, because the document came across weird, is Hollywood Studios, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, closed for standard refurbishment. Is that ongoing? Is that current?
I don't know about that
Yeah.
one. I put together these notes hurriedly tonight, guys.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. We do encourage you to always, if you're taking a trip, to always check on the app. The app will always tell you things that are under refurb or not closed, or even when a ride is down temporarily. But always be sure and check on the Walt Disney World calendar. They keep track of all that on Disney.com or on the app. So be sure and check that. Of course, before you go, so you kind of know how to plan. But there's we've also got there's so many the things that have changed. I mean, I still, we have some older things on this list, William, but for people who don't keep up with this as much as we do, I mentioned something to my sister, to Susan, while I was on the mountain, and she said, "What? I didn't realize they were doing that." So there's so much going on. It is hard to keep up with it. It really is. It's hard to keep up with it. But as far as the other parks,
real quick. Also, Muppet Vision 3D, obviously is closed. They've got Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets now. Muppet Vision closed because they're doing the whole Monsters Inc. courtyard. The Star Wars launch bay is also closed. The Animators Courtyard is open, and I haven't seen anything yet on them opening up the inside. What's it, the Magic of Disney Animation or something?
Yeah. Haven't seen a date on that yet. I don't think they've announced anything on that. If they have, I have not heard it. So that's coming. We know that's coming. The outside is really impressive. I hope the inside's as impressive as the outside. And of course, we're waiting on Dinosaur and Dino Land USA permanently closed to build Tropical Americas, and the Encanto ride and a Dinosaur, the ride will be changed or be reimagined to Indiana Jones. So we're looking forward to that. Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon they have a seasonal refurbishment cycle on those, so be sure and check Disney.com or your app for those schedules. But Typhoon Lagoon is currently open, but it's scheduled to close for its annual multi-month refurbishment beginning in September. So they're going to make it through. Obviously, they're going to make it through the summer, and that does make sense, which is big points for that, and not close that until September and over the fall and winter months. So several things are going to be closed. If you are going, and you have, and you don't go very often, be sure and check, because they closed. Now, they did recently open the Scrim came down for Haunted Mansion. I saw that. I did see that the Scrim came down. They did refurbishment, I think maintenance probably on the Haunted Mansion exterior, and put up, at one point the Scrim covered the whole thing. So that has come down, and so you can take your Haunted Mansion pictures with the actual Haunted Mansion in the background again, which is good. Instead of a picture of the Haunted Mansion.
There was a brief freak out about the hanging mannequin scene, from the stretching room, potentially the hangman being taken down. No, as it turned out, the scrim was just really, really dirty, and you couldn't really see him. So there was a very brief panic from people
Okay,
about that, because there's been rumors related to that mannequin coming out for quite some time. But I told Jillian that, I said, which she already knew this, but I mentioned to her, I said, the hangman, like, that's part of the story. Like, there's always
yeah,
my way.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and then he's hanging and he is giving you the tour. And also you pass by a portrait where he cut himself down.
yep,
So, I
yep,
mean, you see the hangman in the ride.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true. Yeah, well, and I'm glad he's still there. I will
Yeah.
have to say, you can see the
Oh,
hangman at Disneyland much better than you can at Walt Disney World. I don't know
no.
if that's lighting or because they actually do need to
I wouldn't
dust a
know
little
because
dust.
I've only seen the holiday version.
Right.
I've only seen the
Right.
Christmas overlay, so I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Well, it is the hangman is much more visible at Disneyland. Always
Yeah.
has been. So, and Jillian says the water parks have been completely maxed out. Okay,
Yeah.
stands to reason. Stands to reason. Yeah, it's dirt, Tina. Oh my gosh, back to the whole maintenance thing. So and it's interesting because the haunted mansion has intentional cobwebs and then real cobwebs, I guess. And so I've always kind of wondered how they differentiate, you know. Uh, but apparently the scrim is they actually thought that they had removed the hangman because the scrim was so dirty you couldn't see it. So oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a little controversy that happened this week. Actually, it
Yeah.
was interesting to watch that dialogue.
Right.
Yeah. But always, again, guys, just to remind you, for the most accurate daily operation updates, you can check real-time status updates at Disney.com
Yeah.
or in the app. They always have them posted in the app. Or you can track, of course, current park hours on the Walt Disney World calendar
Uh-huh.
during your trip. So pay attention to those, and when you're planning your scheduling your park days, be sure and take a look at opening and closing times, because that definitely, especially with Animal Kingdom closing at 6,
Yeah.
you may want to schedule your parks strategically to take advantage of you know uh, advanced dining reservations, or something else that you're doing or whatever. So be sure and check those. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's next? Because my yeah.
Jillian. Well, I agree, just for the record.
Buddy.
Oh my goodness. You think Tom's a good disciple over there? Oh my goodness. I like Tom. And 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, I agree with Tom. So.
I mean, it just blows my mind. Like, he is a big time heel. And like, if you go on Twitter, which I know Twitter, like, or X, whatever you want to call it, if you go out there are some people that hate that man.
Yeah.
Like, I just like, is it just pure jealousy?
Yeah.
Like, that he has a platform. I just again, do you want to go to a park that's not well maintained? Because I don't.
Right. Right.
Like, why is it a problem for him to call them out whenever something's not taken care of?
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I don't. And he does it not because Tom does not hate Disney. Tom adores Disney. That's why he is, probably as harsh a critic as he is sometimes. But as I said, I generally agree with him.
Yeah.
So,
and we've discussed it before. There's there are people that are overly critical of things, and if everything is just always bad all the time, they have done things that have been good. They have done things that are pretty cool. Of
course,
and so but there's the other side of the coin. Where with the people that everything Disney does, blah blah blah. I hate it. And then there's the other side of the coin of like everything is great, everything is awesome.
Yeah, nothing is bad. Nothing,
and that's also bad. And so there's a healthy in between space to say, you know what? Not everything they do is great.
Right.
Maybe they shouldn't do some things. What is wrong with keeping them accountable? Especially as far as park maintenance goes, like why is there a problem with that? Why is that a bad thing?
Okay, yeah, park maintenance. Come on, guys. Park maintenance is Walt Disney 101.
Yeah.
Okay, that's park maintenance, and trash cans that are they're running over. I never. Okay.
Yeah.
I have been I never saw a trash can that was running over with trash anywhere in a Disney park until post-COVID, ever.
Nope. Yep.
Ever.
You're right. And I mean, pictures have floated around recently. I think it's Galaxy's Edge, maybe.
Yeah.
Just overflow.
Yep.
And it's just crazy because on the one hand, you've got, well, shoot, I completely lost the point I was going to make there.
Maybe
I don't understand, I guess, how, as far as, I have too many points going on in my head right now. Again, back to what I said a minute ago. There's nothing wrong with holding them accountable.
No.
Like, if the bathrooms are gross, the trash cans are gross and overflowing, that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But also too,
and there shouldn't be a debate on that.
Right.
There should be no.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, here's the point I was going to make. It's silly, like, what ATJ Travels called this out earlier, as far as the cast member treatment. They want to squeeze and not pay cast members, as much. And yet, Bob Iger's gotten gigantic bonuses.
Yeah.
For years now. But we've got to really, keep a tight rein, keep a short leash on those cast members.
Yeah.
And it's just they, I mean, again, we've talked about it before. The cast members do so much to, to make your vacation amazing.
Yes.
And it can be any cast member at any time that you could just come across, and whether it's a janitor, making art with water on the ground, or a ride operator, like or I mean, just anybody that you come across as a cast member. That touch point has the potential to make a big impact on your trip.
Yeah.
At any given point.
Any cast member can make magic.
Right.
Any cast member can do that. So,
but anyway, it's it's just crazy how, I guess it's crazy, but also not crazy how, we're so worried about cast member pay, and yet all, at the same time, guess what? We're having all these issues with maintenance and cleanliness. Like, maybe we should pay, maybe we should hire some more folks. There was the round of firing recently, also amongst other branches of the park.
Yeah, they have.
Or other branches of the company. let's penny pinch here. And this, these things are directly related to said penny pinching.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Oh, the bathroom at the new Moana area, Tina. Yes, I've never even used that.
I haven't used it either.
I've never used that one. Yeah. Yeah, musty, dusty laurels, Tina. Absolutely. But at any rate, be aware of the closings and the refurbs. Y'all, there is a lot going on. And there is a lot of
Yeah, Tina, I didn't sleep great last night, Tina, so I think it's catching up with me now. But also, yeah, I'm getting a little older too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Tina said they tried to use the Moana bathroom, the one that's there. And it was just that just never happened. I mean, there's always a cast member, monitoring the bathrooms. Yeah, that's crazy, Tina. That plus the duct tape is just kind of over the top there. But, wow. And I got nothing against duct tape. It's I'm from Texas, so I got nothing against duct tape, but used properly.
Yeah.
and in a Disney park is not proper usage. So
right.
I don't want to see duct tape on my airplane as I'm taking off, or in a Disney park. Otherwise we're pretty good with duct tape. Okay, do we want to go ahead wait a minute, swap over to that, watch that new
Spider-Man as a heads up, I may have to swap cams here in a minute to go to my laptop cam because my phone is gradually my phone isn't charging as fast as it's utilizing power, so gotcha. I may have to swap cameras here in a second. Okay. All right, you said go ahead and show the trailer real quick. This is the final trailer from Sony Pictures Entertainment. Let me go ahead and share that screen.
So remember when the 50th decor was put up with command strips? Oh, I had forgotten that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had forgotten that, Jillian. Yeah, on the castle. That's
the bunting. Yeah. All right, here we go.
That's it, Phil.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. I have something to tell you that's gonna sound crazy, but it's the truth.
You're the Spider-Man.
Can't tell anybody about this. Gotta keep it a secret.
Okay.
Thank you. Everybody good?
Yeah, Spider-Man!
Oh. We used to know each other. We were together. But something bad was gonna happen. Me. And the only way to stop it was to do the hard thing. You're gonna forget who I am.
What?
What are you talking about? I'm gonna come and find you. And I'll explain everything.
You're better. I love you. I love you. Just wait and tell me when you see me again.
My name is Peter Parker, and I
would like a cup of
coffee.
Is there anything else?
Maybe I'll never read this to you.
No.
Maybe I'm just writing this for me. And maybe that's my responsibility, to live alone with the truth. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
We're faced with a threat that can be anyone.
You sure you want to do this, Scorpion?
You think I'm Scorpion?
Dr. Banner?
No, Banner. Only Hulk.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but you're in danger. What? I promised you that I would keep you safe. Please, you just have to trust me. Come on.
Fine.
You're the only one who can sense it.
Hey, can we do this one at a time, please?
You're the only one who can defeat it.
Spidey Tracker app says that Spider-Man is in the direct vicinity.
Oh yeah? No way, that's crazy.
There you go.
Okay. Wow. Golly, it's a recap and a trailer all in one. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Foxglove Fairy. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks for being here.
Golly. Okay. There is a lot. I don't even know where to start to unpack that. I will say, I do look forward to watching No Way Home again before this movie.
Yeah.
Just to familiarize myself with everything that happened before Jillian says she's unpacked a lot. Okay, so theories and wild speculation, Jillian. Sadie Sink in the Hood. So she's just a Sadie Sink in the Hood. What do y'all think about this? I think it looks amazing.
Based on other trailers, it looks like there's definitely some telepathic stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's obviously that's why people are speculating that it's Jean Grey.
Mm-hmm.
The other people have said, oh, maybe it's like Firestar, but I was like, well, it doesn't really make sense.
Right.
I don't think.
Right.
And also, too, people have said, like, it looks like they've removed other characters from certain scenes of some of the other trailers, like when Spider-Man's fighting the ninja guys. Jillian said she thinks Sadie Sink's character knows who Spider-Man is, and that's the only person. But
so why would if she ends up being Jean Grey, then that would explain how she could know Spider-Man when nobody else does.
The other thing is that I thought was kind of interesting is somebody had said they think the Hulk knows Peter Spider-Man. Like Bruce Banner doesn't know, but the Hulk knows.
The Hulk knows.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that could be something.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's interesting. Well, and the Hulk, the Hulk said, no Bruce, only Hulk. The Hulk has gone through, with the character we've gone through, him changing back and forth, in like MCU. And then at one point, he says, my secret is I'm angry all the time.
Yeah. It's kind of the Professor Hulk thing where he just stays Hulk.
We get the Professor Hulk thing where he stays Hulk. And so he, Banner has gone through a lot of wrestling, if you will, with his alter ego. So this may be, an iteration where, he instead of him saying, that's my secret, to not allowing him to come out is that I'm angry all the time. So it's just Bruce to it's just Hulk. So no Hulk, only Banner. Right. So, but he said, wow. So but what did he say, John? He said, no Banner, only Hulk, right? Or did I? That was a lot to take in. That's the first time I've seen that last trailer. Hulk could, if it's a multiverse or time. Well, and Jonathan, that's the thing, with the whole multiverse, with the whole multiverse thing introduced, in Doctor Strange, all bets are off.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I'm really excited to see which direction they're going to go with this. I love Sadie Sink. I'm really excited to see what they do with her character. If she is Jean Grey, that would be just an amazing way to go with that. I think I love Jean Grey's character, and that Sadie Sink would play her is really, really interesting to me. I look forward, if that's the case, to seeing how she interprets the character, how Sadie Sink interprets the character. It'll be interesting to see her in something other than Stranger Things, don't you think?
Right.
Because has she had a major role since Stranger Things?
Not that I can think of
Mm-hmm.
necessarily.
We'll get to see her again.
Yeah.
We'll get to see her again. Yeah. They've kept her character hidden.
Yeah, I mean there's one guy that literally on the red carpet the other day just straight up said, they asked the question and this guy just straight up said, "Oh, I'm looking forward to Gene's character." It was like, "Oh, okay." They put forth all this effort.
And he just casually
said it.
Let the cat out of the bag. Who was it?
There are a lot of really funny memes about Kevin Feige taking him out.
Right.
Because they tried so hard to keep it a secret.
Well, and it's gotta be hard with that many actors, that many, characters in the film. Yeah, it's not too impossible, I would think. Yeah, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. What about? Okay, where do you think we're going with this movie, William? Is it going to be mostly focused on him? Wanting other people, reintroducing himself to other people.
So here's my let's see.
Jonathan brings up an interesting point.
Yeah, maybe they're trolling. Maybe that was a farce. Jillian said, "Well, if you know Zendaya, her style, she does everything with meaning. She's been wearing all black to most everything for this movie premiere, and every detail on her outfits have meaning. So maybe there's something there." Here's some of the stuff Jillian threw my way via text message. I think even in the trailer it shows Peter visiting, Aunt May's grave, and so they think maybe there's some foreshadowing there, of maybe we even lose Spider-Man in this movie, which I think is preposterous. I think that's insane. They're making too much money off of Tom Holland Spider-Man for them to.
I agree.
For them to pull the plug on Spider-Man. There's a screenshot with a kid on the street that people said, "Oh, maybe it's Miles Morales." And like, man, if we're getting Miles Morales and Punisher and Hulk and Scorpion and Tombstone and Jean Grey and like we're doing too much. We're doing too much. So, I don't know. There's some theories out there. Maybe Miles Morales is there. Okay,
so who is Zendaya? Who is
Zendaya is MJ. Zendaya is MJ, his love interest from the first 3 movies.
Right, but are we speculating that she's
Jillian said maybe she's wearing all black because she dies in this movie. Is one thing she threw out there. Also, too.
Well,
yeah, Jillian said with the multiverse we can do anything. We can bring him back if we want.
Pretty much.
But yeah, there's also a I guess a comic panel of the death of Spider-Man, and it's got the Punisher holding Spider-Man, carrying Spider-Man in his arms, which Punisher's in this movie. But again, I think there's no way. Like they've already said that like Spider-Man's supposed to be like a street level leader of like the street level Avengers. So in my mind, they would leave a whole lot of money unless Tom Holland's really done with the role, which he doesn't seem like he wants to be done with the role.
Yeah. He hasn't said anything close to that in any interview that I've seen.
Why would you have your Spider-Man
playing the role? Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm just I don't know. So here's some of the things I think are going to happen. That's funny. That's really cool, actually.
It is. It is. Oh my God.
I've got a buddy named Daryl. He's a mysterious stranger TX that shows up in. You can check him out if you want to, Jonathan. He's a big comic buff. But he's Mysterious Stranger TX. It pops up in the chat, aka my buddy Daryl. But he's trying to get a channel off the ground. He's primarily a little bit more focused on TikTok, but he is putting stuff out on Facebook and YouTube as well. But he's had a bit more traction on TikTok, so he's put a little more focus there, understandably. But
okay, I haven't heard that, Jonathan.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that either.
I hadn't heard that.
That would be even that would be even more to throw into it. But I think what we'll see is, Spider-Man or Peter takes a trip to visit Dr. Banner, who doesn't know who he is. But he's talked about, the whole like organic webbing stuff, Peter's, Tom Holland's Peter Parker has always had to make his own webs.
Yes.
And it's funny, they make the whole joke about it in Spider-Man No Way Home with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yes.
It's like, it just comes out of your wrist.
Natural,
I have to make my own fluid. It just kind of happens like breathing. And so,
which makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because if he got bitten by the spider, then it would be like a whole built-in thing.
Right. So anyway, I think that the reason Peter's, he goes and visits Dr. Banner. I think the reason he visits Dr. Banner is because it's a play on words, but I think he has become a bit of a recluse, which is a type of spider.
Right.
But he's become a bit of a recluse by necessity, basically. Yeah, everybody that he gets close to gets hurt.
Yeah.
Or, it's just like it says, not in the trailer we watched, but in another trailer, that sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, which even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. So, he has isolated himself, and I think that's why he's seeing issues with there's some other weird stuff happening with me.
Yeah, Jillian, just for the record, I love Tobey Maguire. I think he had this quirky, he portrayed the original Spider-Man that we saw in the comics very, very well, because he was quirky, he was clumsy, he was uncomfortable with himself, totally typical teenager dealing with all this stuff. So I thought Tobey Maguire played it. I did not like Andrew Garfield. So
I was never as high on the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man either.
But Tom Holland,
Tom Holland I feel like has been great. And I mean, it helps that he was 20 when he filmed the first movie, so he was close enough to high school age.
Yes.
But it's, let me see here. Oh, sorry, lots of chatter there. But what else could we see? I don't know. They keep they've got the Scorpion in, which I've always said the Scorpion's not a big bad character. He's a side, a side quest character that you beat up, on your way to beating up the big bad. So
exactly. Doc Ock remains one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Ock remains one of my
Spider-Man
favorite.
2. Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 is up there with probably some of my favorite Spider-Man movies. But anyway, I've enjoyed each of Tom Holland's iterations. I thought the direction they took Mysterio's character was really interesting. In Far From Home I thought, for people that don't know Mysterio's a bad guy already, it's pretty wild. Wow.
That's true.
It's pretty.
A lot of people didn't.
It was pretty neat to see how they set up that whole situation.
Yeah.
MJ theory.
Okay, what is your MJ theory?
That's what I told you.
Jillian is obsessed.
Okay, so my MJ theory is we know that nobody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but that does not erase MJ's memories of just being with Spider-Man. So my theory is how she trusts him so much when he's like, you've got to trust me. She's like, okay. I think it's because deep down inside, she remembers I was with this Spider-Man guy, but why? Like, I think she truly deep down remembers I know Spider-Man and I was with him, but I don't know his identity and I don't know who he is.
So maybe memories interacting with Spider-Man, but not knowing his identity.
Right.
A lot of people are saying,
which would make sense.
A lot of people are saying that MJ will eventually remember who he is, but as she is dying.
Oh no.
So like
that would be tragic.
People think that like she's going to die while remembering who he is. But then there's another theory that says when she dies, Ned will become a villain.
The Hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm. And people are like, no one wants to see him as Hobgoblin.
Nobody wants to see this. Sorry to Jacob Batalon or however you say his name.
If history repeats itself,
nobody wants to see him play.
If history repeats himself, one of them has to die or turn into Hobgoblin. So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a lot of people think MJ is gonna get taken over by Venom.
Yeah, Jonathan says he said, wouldn't Ned remember, helping Spider-Man maybe? Also,
I think Ned would remember, and that's why he's so obsessed with Spider-Man.
Yeah, trying to find him.
He has the tracker,
and
he's trying to find him because I think deep down they know they helped him.
Okay.
But they don't remember the pieces of he is my friend.
He was our friend.
He was our friend. I think that they know they were around him.
A subconscious,
yeah,
thing. Now, Jillian, you said something interesting that MJ may get taken over by Venom, which would also explain her wearing black.
Yeah.
Well, her new outfit she wore for the new preview of the movie in America, she is wearing this big bubbly black dress with these weird like spike things that come up towards her.
Sounds very
and her hair is pushed down into her face like this.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we need to
like, and she's we haven't seen that before from her walking this carpet.
So that really does fit in with the whole Venom theory.
Yeah.
It looks like, when you see the Venom trying to like eat things, that's what it looks like.
The reason that she doesn't remember him is because Peter Parker fell to where
no one remembers.
Nobody remembers who Spider-Man is. So that's why nobody at all in the world remembers Peter Parker.
Except we're told one person does, but we don't know who that one person is, which is why I think it's Sadie's character.
Yeah.
Okay, so we think that there are people who know who Spider-Man is. They just don't know that they don't know Peter. They don't remember Peter.
Right.
Right?
Like,
okay.
The Avengers have to know, hey, we fought this battle with Spider-Man, but we don't know who's under that suit anymore. Like, that memory has been wiped. But they know, hey, Spider-Man showed up.
There is a Spider-Man. We just don't know.
Peter Parker
identity.
does not exist pretty much anymore. Nobody knows that he's a person.
Yeah.
Right. He really had his character really, from the get-go, Stan Lee designed Spider-Man to be a totally different type of superhero because he is an awkward teenager and he's dealing with all of that in addition to being Spider-Man. So he has gone through, first we lost, he lost his uncle.
Yeah.
And then he lost the blonde girlfriend,
Gwen Stacy.
Gwen. So I don't know. I'm going to be very sad if. I'm kind of glad you told me about the dress because I would be really sad if we lose MJ.
Oh, I told Will they kill MJ. I'm gone. I'm walking out. I'm done.
You heard it here, folks.
It would be the ultimate. I do have to say that would take some real guts on their part.
That's true.
And I don't think Zendaya is done with this. I mean, they're truly a power couple. They're married. People love them.
Yeah.
I don't see them killing off her just as much as I don't see them killing off Spider-Man.
I mean, it would be a heck of a twist.
Has to happen.
Yeah, it would be a heck of a twist for her to somehow end up with the symbiote.
Yeah, that's true. It would be,
especially for him having to fight her.
But if you look up that dress, that's what it looks like. I mean, it looks like those little things that he leaves behind. It's crazy.
Well, now I do think that in order to raise anticipation for the next movie, and there will be a next movie because I don't think Tobey Maguire's done. I don't think they're done with this at all. It's too big a cash cow for them, as you said earlier.
Well, the other thing too is this is also Sony.
Yes,
and so and they've had their fair share of duds. And yeah, they share Spider-Man with the MCU, but I don't think Sony has any intentions unless Marvel's going to do them a solid. Like, there's no way. Here's I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's that one.
This dress is what.
Oh, there it. Oh,
with how it comes up at the top in her hair, people are because Zendaya is known for dressing what is going to happen. It's a foreshadow. I mean, that's just what she does. That's what she's known to do in everything. And her styling team does this, and they're super famous. And Tom Holland has even said her costumes have been in their house for a year, ready to go for this. Like, they've been lined up. She's prepared down to the bottom of her shoes.
Wow.
Details.
Well, I'll tell you that
she doesn't do it lightly.
Can you zoom in at all? Yeah, like that.
And this face is more serious than what we've seen from her. Normally she's smiling or like laughing, and she's normally with Tom, but this time she walked alone.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, and that, you got a good point there. That dress and her hair is definitely has a Venom vibe.
Yeah,
it really does. So that's fascinating. That's cool.
So I'm all in.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Very soon.
I do think it's really funny. I think the interaction between the other part of this too is I do wonder, with Spider-Man being kind of this recluse in that nobody knows Peter Parker exists. He is only Spider-Man, essentially. I do think that that's going to lead to some interesting interactions with him and the Punisher, because the Punisher himself has an incredibly tragic. I mean, his daughter and wife were gunned down by rival gangs in a park, and so the Punisher, that essentially creates the Punisher.
Right.
At that moment. And so I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see some interaction between him to say, like, look, this person that you've become this recluse but that's not who you are.
Right. Right. Well, the Punisher is kind of known. I mean, because you think about the dialogue that we see between Punisher and Daredevil.
Yeah.
And what he says to Matt. He's pretty much straightforward, with Matt. And so it would not surprise me at all to see him being equally straightforward with Peter.
Yeah.
On some of this. He's a no nonsense guy. And now I will have to say, seeing Punisher in this is one of the things I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see him in this movie, and I'm excited to see what happens with MJ, and then of course Sadie Sink's character. Those are the three things that I'm most excited about in this movie.
Yeah.
What would you say, William, are your favorite storylines or theories?
It's tough to say. I hope they stick the landing. Is the primary.
Yeah.
At this point, with so much stuff in the air and so many questions, let's see. We keep losing Will. I don't know if everybody's losing me or not.
You're like freezing up a little bit, like just temporarily, like for a few seconds.
I don't know, internet, but
anyway,
my hope is that with all this stuff they have going on, that they stick the landing.
Yeah,
because again, Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire is a prime example of trying to do too much.
Yes, that's true.
So with all the stuff that could potentially be in this film, I really hope that it all ties together and they stick the landing by the end of this thing.
Well, what I was going to say earlier is, I think that regardless of what it is, I think that they want to. That I think there will be a big something, in order to set up, and generate interest for the next movie. I think there will definitely be something big, like like Zendaya is, gets taken over by Venom or whatever.
Tina said something about me being frozen up, talking about Sony and Disney. My point is I would be very hard pressed to see either Tom Holland Spider-Man die in this movie, or MJ Zendaya character. Either one of those two characters, I have a tough time. There's this whole thing with, Spider-Man's part of the MCU, but he's owned by Sony. And so, both sides have to agree on what happens with this character. And I don't, Sony has had all these flops over the years. They've tried to launch other stuff unsuccessfully, and this is their cash cow. And so I don't think there's any way that they would agree to killing off Zendaya's character or Tom Holland's character.
Yeah. Unless they're going to use that to generate interest and somehow bring him back in a parallel universe. They could bring him back in the multiverse. I don't know. But I think something really, really dramatic is going to happen. And I'm just kind of bracing myself for it because, I think something, like what happened with Civil War is going to something, catastrophic. And, so we'll see. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm pretty much, I hadn't thought about all the angles, obviously, that Jillian has, but I really am excited to see it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, she's gone down the rabbit hole.
Morales, exactly, Jonathan. There's so many directions they could go. And I'm like you, William. I hope that they don't try to get too much going on in this one, because it's confusing, and I didn't like it, when they had too many villains going on, because then you can't focus on a good story with one or two villains.
Right.
And it loses a lot in the translation. And so you've got Sadie Sink, you've got a lot that we already know about this movie. So let's not get too much going on that it just kind of muddies the water and turns into a kind of a blah, movie that people go, not so great. So,
Right.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, it is very exciting.
But Jillian, I think Jillian's onto something there with that whole dress thing.
Probably is.
I do. Yeah. Y'all hear Charles? He's upset with us for being gone for so long.
I agree, Jonathan. I think Miles is doing just fine in animation form. Now, obviously, if you're Sony, you'd like to double dip and,
Sure.
and crank him up in live action and maybe work him into the MCU if possible. But yeah, they need to. Tina says here they need to let it develop naturally, not try to Jenga everything into it. Right.
Oh yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. We're gonna find out really fast because it does come out officially on Friday, and there'll be some showings of it on Thursday. So I will plan on going to see it Friday probably.
Yep.
But there are a couple of things here. Did you know about the Fortnite collaboration?
Oh no, I didn't. I have seen like a trailer of them adding some webs and stuff in. I'm not surprised. They've done it every time.
Yeah.
That a new movie's come out.
Yeah, and then a PlayStation 5, players can unlock the fresh start suit.
Yep. I need to pass that on to Adam. I'm sure he'll be aware already.
Oh,
he's a big Spider-Man guy. That's his favorite.
Oh yeah. So it's just a lot going on. Again, The Punisher. There are a lot of pieces to this movie that I'm really excited to see where they go with it. The Punisher.
Nobody's called Tom Holland Spider-Man Webhead yet, so that's I mentioned that previously as we've discussed this, but on another stream. But
so he may be the one to do it.
Yeah, lots of people may think that the Punisher will be the first one to call Tom Holland Spidey Webhead.
Yeah, that's true.
And it would fit. It would fit.
Yeah. Now, what is the actor's name who plays
John Bernthal?
Who?
John Bernthal.
Yes. Oh, he's so good. Oh, he is perfect. As golly, I don't know that they could have found anybody better.
Yeah.
To play the Punisher. Okay, so we're gonna look forward to that. We're probably, I'm guessing, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
after we've seen the movie, I might try to do a movie review on it. So, William, you might take some clips from your experience, and then we'll combine them with mine, and we'll put out a quick 6 or 7 minute video on that. We haven't added any movie reviews in a little while, so add something to that playlist. Okay, Lorcana.
Yeah.
Lorcana.
I have a couple packs of Fabled left, but I was at the Target in Texarkana and picked up a couple of packs of Attack of the Vine, the newest set, with Monsters Inc. featured. It's the most recent set.
Attack of the Vines. How cool is that?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah. I like it.
Well, I've got two packs. I have
Tinkerbell. I've got Tinkerbell pulled out for Jonathan.
But I'm at the end of my box here, and again, it blows my mind. I never would have thought. I've worked my way through this box.
Yeah.
And I think I want to say these boxes resale or market value on these boxes to buy them on the resale market's like $1,000 now. And it's like there's no way I could have known that.
Yeah.
I might have considered it keeping. I might have considered keeping it sealed if I had a crystal ball and realized that Fabled set was going to appreciate in value like it did. But anyway, I would like to open. I guess I'm going to go with Steamboat Willie here. Okay. Jonathan's already picked Tinkerbell for you.
Yep.
I will put Cruella back in the box for next week. But here's Steamboat. I'm not used to streaming from my laptop. But here's Steamboat Willie from Fabled. Again, holding out hope that I can pull an Enchanted or an Iconic would be really wonderful. I've yet to pull either one. And I've opened a whole lot of packs now, but I've yet to pull an enchanted card yet. But I would be perfectly fine with just skipping ahead and pulling an iconic instead.
There you go.
So there's
Atlantica.
Atlantica. Next up, we got Raya. I don't know why my stuff's backwards. I don't know if I could flip that or not. Hold on a second. Nope. That's not it. Cancel. See if I can turn my cam real quick.
Actually, we can read.
Oh, can you read it normally?
Read it fine.
It's backwards on my screen.
It's not backwards on our screen.
Okay, good. That works well then. We have Make the Potion.
Oh. The Emerald.
Oh, yeah. With Evil Queen, Snow White. Next up, Prince Naveen.
Oh, nice.
And then Luisa Madrigal.
Yeah.
Luisa's super strong. Flounder. Little Mermaid. It's really hard for me to tell what I'm doing here because I'm trying to hold it in the middle of the screen. I'm not used to opening this way. The Queen of Hearts, uncommon card. First uncommon card. We got two more here. Next up is Judy Hopps. And then the final uncommon card is Donald Duck. Very cute.
It is. Oh, I like that one.
Turn my light this way a little bit.
And the Emerald.
Let me try cranking this light up. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Let's see if that makes a difference at all. All right, Donald Duck.
I like that one.
First card is Goofy, the rare.
Yeah.
Set for Adventure. Goofy movie.
Oh, fun.
Love that one. Next up is a super rare Peter Pan Shadow.
Ooh.
I don't think I've gotten this one yet. That's pretty neat. So that's cool. Super rare card. And then finally, an uncommon Camilo Madrigal from Encanto.
There you go.
Pretty cool. But so bars pretty low. You don't have to do a lot here to to win this one. Let's see if I can pass it back over to you.
Yeah, Tina says you keep jinxing yourself. Haven't you ever heard of break a leg? Okay, so here we go. This is a winter spell pack, and Jonathan chose Tinkerbell. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, Charles is not happy with us. We were gone to way too long, so he's not. That's why he's whining so much. We were gone for a couple of days and left him to his own devices, and he does not like it when we're gone. So, well, hang on, guys. Hang with me. I guess I can get into this one. There we go. Sometimes they just don't want to open. All right, so here we go. And we have Yao. And that's in the emerald there. And then we have Nakoma. Yeah, see that okay? Are the cards blurry as or is it my contact lenses? We have Pua in the uncommon there. And then another uncommon Honker Muddlefoot. Neat. That's a fun one. That's a cute one. Very cute. Okay, then we have the Terror that flaps in the night. Darkwing Duck. I love this one. That one is so cool. Look at that. Like that one a lot. Then we have another common Force of a Great Typhoon in the with Mulan there in the ruby. And then first uncommon slot, we have Gigi. How cute in the steel. Is that cute? She is so cute. Gigi. And then another uncommon, we have Rafiki's Bakura staff. With some lore there. And then another uncommon, we have Chief Powhatan. Okay, and then we have okay, so wait a minute, is this a super rare here? That's a super rare. Okay, and the next to the third slot, we have a super rare. Then you're going to have to help me with these last two. Okay, what is this one? Because I have a special card here, and this is not the last one. What is that one? Yeah, I can't hear you. Hang on, let me look. Let me look and see what this is. Let's see if I can see what this is. This is
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you now.
Okay. It's a legendary Moana.
It's a legendary, yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary. I should have been able to read your read your lips on that, right? So there's a legendary. So great legendary. And the legendaries, guys, I don't know if you can see that, but she has a little bit of a she's shiny. So it's not the foil look, but that's a great card. A Moana and Pua. What a pretty card. I don't know if you can see how she's shiny there, but that's ours a legendary. So that's a great card, and I've got a sleeve all ready for that. So nice pull there. And in the last slot, I have a common foil Minnie Mouse. Really pretty card, though. I really like the card. Yeah, when I saw the legendary, I got excited. I thought I might really get something cool.
Nice.
But
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, I love that Minnie Mouse. That foil Minnie Mouse is really nice. So not a bad pack. A legendary.
Yeah.
That's a really cool Moana legendary, guys. And I've got a sleeve all ready for that. So fun. I haven't pulled a legendary in a while.
Yep.
So, and I did, William, just an FYI, I did order some rigid sleeves from Amazon, and I ordered some more lucite.
Nice.
So, all right. So I've got some extras.
Good.
At any rate, yeah, good pulls. Nice pulls. Okay. Yeah. Glossy. It's glossy, Jonathan. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's going, yeah. Jonathan, don't know. Don't know what that is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I need to memorize I really need, and I haven't. I don't know. It's and I look at them and then it doesn't stick in my brain. I don't know. Some things you just can't retain, and that seems to be one of them for me. Yeah. At any rate, yeah, fun pulls tonight. I'm excited about that legendary.
I got some new ones for for my set. I've got all the fabled cards I've pulled are in this binder, and so I've gotten some new. You got a couple new cards tonight that I hadn't pulled yet, so that's pretty neat.
Nice, Jonathan. Are you still collecting and or playing? Okay. Well, we really appreciate you guys joining us tonight, and just to talk a little bit. Really enjoyed the chat about the movie and what have you. Yeah. In channel news, we were live in Hot Springs to celebrate our nation's 250th birthday on the 4th. Check that out. Tons of fun. 250th is really special. Mm-hmm. So be sure and check that out. We really enjoyed it. We did a live stream, and then I also did a vlog with the fireworks. there in Hot Springs. But Jeff and I were also in Tennessee for a few days this past weekend. We stopped over in Memphis at the famous Hotel Peabody for a look at their ducks. Are you guys familiar with the Peabody in Memphis? And there's the bag, and they have, so the Peabody, if you're familiar with the Peabody Hotel, this is a hotel where famous Peabody ducks. And what happens is every day at 11 o'clock, that they have 5 live ducks, at least 5, that live there in the hotel. And they stay on the roof. They have a ducky palace up there, and they stay on the roof. Well, every day at 11 o'clock, the duck master, this has been going on for years and years and years. The duck master goes up, the ducks file into the elevator. The elevator comes down to the lobby, and the ducks walk a red carpet into the fountain where they play and stay all day until later on that evening when they roll out the red carpet again, and the ducks all come out of the fountain, walk the red carpet back into the elevator, and go back up to their ducky palace.
That's funny.
So, just tons of fun, y'all, there at the Peabody. It's the first time I have ever actually seen it. I've always heard about it. It's in Memphis, Tennessee. I know a lot of you have probably heard about it, but I wanted to show you a couple things that I got here. There's some more surprises in the video, and I show you 2 different duck masters, actually, because we were there on 2 different days. But I wanted to show you a couple things that we did get. It's this little sweet pink ducky. And she's all sparkly. There you go.
Duck call.
There you go. So there's that. And then I got this one, that the ducky, and it says Peabody. It says the Peabody.
That's
the ducky. And the tucks, aren't they cute?
That was very cute.
That says Peabody on his little vest there. And then last but not least, it is Memphis, y'all. It is so Memphis. It's an Elvis duck.
That's cute. That's cute.
It's an Elvis duck, y'all. And it says the Peabody on his little chest. So those are just fun. And then I always have to get, the refrigerator magnet. And I chose this time, I'll be getting another one later, but I chose this time to get this Peabody. So it's kind of small. It's a smaller one. It's metal. And then it has the little ducks at the bottom there. Yeah. So I always get a magnet. I have a lot of magnets on my fridge, but that's what I got, among other things. And there's some other surprises too in the video. So look forward to getting that put together. I'll probably do that for Saturday. So we'll see if I can get that. I'll get that done. But yeah. Oh, no, actually, William made the duck noise. Oh, no, we do have
That's funny.
those on a Jeep. Yeah. All right. On the Jeep dash. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. And yeah, a couple of those are for, for some special people. So, but it was really a lot of fun. Y'all, we had a lot of fun with, seeing the ducks for the first time. The Peabody is totally fascinating. It's an amazing hotel. It's been there forever. The Peabody actually had 2 sister hotels that were one in Little Rock and one in Florida, and both of those were bought out by by larger hotel chains, and so they were rebranded. But the original Peabody in Memphis is still a lot of fun. They have some amazing restaurants. They have an Elvis shop there that is totally incredible. We got something really, really fun for a friend of ours' birthday, and the Elvis's clothier is located in the Peabody. And the clothier, they design all of, a lot of Elvis's stage clothes as well as casual clothes that he made, and that's there. And we talked to them. It was really neat to see the replicas of some of his iconic shirts and jackets and stage clothes. Really, really neat. But just the Peabody's fantastic. It's worth a stop. It's destination worthy if you're going through Memphis. And I look forward to getting out that this is going to be such a fun vlog to put out with the ducks walking the red carpet, and the kids were delighted. It was really, really neat. So got that coming up, and we will probably next week on Hitchhiker Chat, we will probably talk about Spider-Man.
Yep.
And talk about the movie and what we thought about it. Really looking forward to that. Also, let's see, there's one other thing that I wanted to mention. Last week we covered last week, guys, was halfway to Christmas for us. We were a little bit past halfway to Christmas, but we talked about everything that we know so far about the holidays coming up, scheduling for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and also Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So be sure, and that was fun. It was a fun chat last week. Be sure to check that out. What else, William?
Oh, I guess just the regular rundown.
Okay.
Running through roll call real quick. If I missed you, I apologize. I try to do the best I can to keep track of everybody as they leave a comment in the chat. But thanks to Aunt Joy and Aunt Susan, Mandy Adams, Dean the Turkey Legster, Bryce.
Uh-oh, you froze up, William.
Kadani Sean in the chat and off screen here. Foxglove Fairy, Jonathan Chung, AJC Magic TV, again, happy early birthday to Amy. ATJH Travels, great to see y'all in the chat. It's been a minute. Thanks for being here. Great. We appreciate you, Miss Najuma. But thanks everybody for being here. Whether you're here the whole time or if you can just drop in for a few minutes or if you just got us on in the background, we appreciate your support regardless of how long you can be here. We've got a lot of ways you can spend your time on a Tuesday night. We really appreciate you hanging out, talking all things Disney with us. But if you haven't already, check us out. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X. If you want to reach out to us directly, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. So reach out. Feel free to reach out anytime. If you ever watch one of our videos, if you're on Team Replay, make sure and leave a comment so we can thank you for the support. And let us know. Obviously we talked a lot about Spider-Man tonight. Let us know what you think of the movie. If you go and watch it.
Yeah. Who's going to go see it? Raise your hand in the chat if you're going to go try to go see it.
Looking forward to seeing that on Thursday with Jillian, and then looking forward to hearing Mom's thoughts once she's able to watch it as well, and discussing it next Tuesday night. Hitchhiker Chat. Also, too, if you haven't already, check out theliveplace.com. With big shout out to Dean, who maintains that site, basically a TV guide for family friendly live streams. Check out Dean's YouTube channels, The Live Place and Dreamers Empire. Also check out Stickermule if you haven't already. Use our link in the description. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. If you're looking for buttons, magnets, pins, stickers, etc., check out Stickermule. It's great quality, low cost promotional items that you can have created there. Also, to check out. I don't have the notes in front of me. I've only said this a million times.
Are you doing it, buddy?
TubeBuddy, yeah, TubeBuddy. If you haven't already, check out TubeBuddy, especially if you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel. Lots of tools for helping track viewing trends, just keywords for titles and tags, and but yeah, check that out if you haven't already. The basic version's free. If you have under 1,000 subs, it is discounted. So check it out. Use our link in the description. Both get a credit for a free month of TubeBuddy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's got that legendary slaved up.
Nice, very nice.
I
already put mine in my binder.
Excited about that. I used a rigid. Yeah, I ordered some. I'm gonna get to.
Nice.
So, in anticipation, ordered several magnetic lucite frames in anticipation of adding an epic or some more enchanted.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. If you haven't smashed that like button already, please do so. That really helps out our channel. If you've made it all the way to 11 p.m., we really appreciate you. And be with us, please be with us next week. We'll have some more to talk about. I will put up a thumbnail for that. And watch for the duck vlog. I've already started working on it. I'm hoping to get the Peabody Ducks vlog up. Just tons of fun, kind of different on the channel, but it was a lot of fun to finally see the Peabody Ducks. I've always heard about them, and being from Tennessee, it's interesting that I had never seen them before, but it is fun. It's a lot of fun. So, at any rate, that's about it. I think, folks, we've pretty much covered Spider-Man and what we know, and Jillian and all of her theories and what we're looking forward to. So So Jillian may have to come on next week and talk about the movie.
We'll see if we get her on. But everybody, we appreciate you. Thanks for dropping in on us. Hope you all have a great week. Look forward to seeing you next week to talk all things Spider-Man Brand New Day. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please hurry back.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here, especially our ghost host moderators and our channel members. We love you guys. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Have a fantastic week, y'all.
Yep.
Bye-bye.